Authorities are telling us that a man and a woman who were in the apartment where the fire started are now in critical condition with at least
This isn't where you'd expect the city of Bellevue's first homicide investigation of the year to
Senior
take
Living
place.
appealed them to keep their license and continue operating. That was on November 4th. So attorneys should have known that the facility would have to close its doors next month.
We don't feel like we do as much volunteerism anymore. And we miss it. And we miss the joy of it.
How sweet is.
All right, welcome to the Senior Home Business Channel. My name is Matt Stafford. Today I'm bringing you a little bit a different kind of video. I want to bring you 4 stories that has happened across our country regarding seniors. You know, if you follow us on this channel, we talk about seniors. We talk about the senior placement business. We talk about the importance of being a senior advocate. And so today I want to dedicate this video to going through 4 different stories, again, that happened just this week. So 3 of the 4 are going to be sad stories. One is a fire, one is a stabbing up in Washington, one is eviction of seniors from a community, and the other one will just tug on your heartstrings. So stay with me.
See there behind me that there is one fire truck that remains here following yesterday's 4-alarm fire inside that senior living facility. Authorities are telling us that a man and a woman who were in the apartment where the fire started are now in critical condition with at least 8 other residents here hospitalized for smoke inhalation. Fire officials say it started around 6 p.m. Tuesday on the 2nd floor where first responders found 2 people burned and injured. The fire chief tells us initially they feared the worst when one of the victims didn't have a pulse, but incredibly they were able to revive them at the hospital. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. The town and Red Cross are bringing the displaced residents to a nearby hotel, while emergency crews are now tasked with collecting all the residents' crucial medications that they had to leave behind. We're also learning that at this time more than 200 residents have been displaced, and again all of this remains under investigation.
200 seniors have been displaced. One thing this video did not say, because this video is a couple of days old, is unfortunately one of those seniors that went to the hospital did pass away. And again, why am I showing these videos today is I want to bring attention that seniors, that they experience the exact same things that you and I experience on a daily basis. We need to be praying for our seniors. We need to be actively involved with our seniors, whether you're in the business, senior placement business, or whether you're working with a hospice company, whether you're working with an assisted living memory care community, a care home, whatever capacity you're working in professionally, that's one thing. If you're not working in this industry professionally, you still can work alongside of seniors. It could be a next door neighbor. It could be a community down the street. Volunteer your time to be there, to be involved, at least know what's going on. This fire right here, I don't know. It's still under investigation. We have no idea to this point what triggered the fire. Things happen. I get it. However, dealing with seniors, moving to an assisted living community is very traumatic in and of itself. Oftentimes, I've told you many times on this channel, I'm 56 years of age. I tease about it, but I'm not going to an assisted living community, right? I just feel that there's a sense of independence. Even though I'm 56, I'll be saying the exact same thing if I'm still here when I'm 96. However, when seniors do make that decision, or it's just necessary for them to go, it is a tough time making that adjustment when they're there. And to go through something like this, man, can really hinder them from wanting to ever move to another assisted living community. And, you know, talking about the fear, the anxiety that could and is there. What about seniors that hear these stories or read about it in the paper, or, you know, they watching the news and seeing this, or like, well, that's why I'm not going, you know. But there's many situations where seniors need to go to an assisted living community. But this fire here, man, just breaks my heart. I'm sure the caregivers, the staff, people in the neighborhood did the best they could. The first responders, thank you so much for all you do and arriving as early as you could to get to the scene. And so the scene was not worse than it could have been. So thank you very much. But let's go through this next one. This next one just breaks my heart. I do not know why the husband would do this. We don't know. I don't think they even know, and they're there at the community, and I sure don't know on this video, but it did happen, and I want to show it to you. Here's an 87-year-old man who stabbed his 86-year-old wife multiple times.
Detectives finding an 86-year-old woman stabbed multiple times inside the Sunrise Senior Living Facility in Bellevue's Crossroads neighborhood. And that is where we find Cairo 7's Jake Chapman. As Jake, police say this is a domestic incident.
That is what detectives told us, Eric. The suspect here is the 86-year-old woman's 87-year-old husband. But police also tell us what happened inside this senior living facility earlier today was Bellevue's first homicide investigation of the year. This isn't where you'd expect the city of Bellevue's first homicide investigation of the year to take place.
Assisted living isn't something that, you're right, isn't something that we see all the time.
But that is sadly what you're seeing here at the Sunrise Senior Living Facility in Bellevue's Crossroads neighborhood. Bellevue police say both workers and residents inside heard screaming coming from one of the rooms. After detectives arrived and forced their way in, they found an 86-year-old woman stabbed multiple times in the chest, and police believe her 87-year-old husband is responsible.
Such a sad situation. And we don't know why, and I'm not here to say I know, but an 87-year-old man stabbed his 86-year-old wife multiple times in the chest. And again, a very traumatic situation for seniors, not only that are at that premises at Sunrise, and nothing against Sunrise. Sunrise is a great community. I have one in my location and several just outside my area. But it's just a sad situation. This gentleman, I did read, is in custody, and he has a $2 million bail. So again, we don't know the situation he's going through, something that would provoke him to do this. I have no idea. But again, it goes back to the seniors hearing stories like this. You're saying, well, man, hearing stories like this, Matt, you're putting it on your channel. And I'm just doing it for an awareness, because seniors need us. They need people like myself, and even younger ones that are in their 30s, 20s, even teenagers I see sometimes go to these communities and volunteer their time to be there. We need to support our seniors in every capacity, any way possible. And these stories are just reminders of me, reminder to me that I need to be involved. Now I'm involved professionally as a senior placement agent in the Central California area. Again, you may not be involved professionally, but you can be involved in small ways. Maybe it's at church. You have a senior group there. You can organize some people to go and assist seniors there. Again, you may have a neighbor that you notice is having a hard time getting out of the house or taking care of the lawn. You can be there and take care of your senior and say, hey, you know what? I have the capability, the strength, maybe the equipment to go and cut their grass once in a while and make sure that, they're safe. And so they're not endangering themselves in any way. So again, I don't know why this gentleman did this. There was multiple people that heard screaming. And again, my heart goes out to these individuals. And also, of course, the lady that got stabbed. But just hearing the screaming, just how terrified they must be. And there's going to be a lot of counseling that's going to need to take place, a lot of prayer, a lot of support. And so we need to do all of that. And if you want to know what I do as a senior placement agent, I want to give you our sponsor for today, which is the Senior Placement Institute. And I want to show you a little bit of a video in terms of what we offer. And if you want to get involved, here's the video.
12,000 people turn 65 in the United States every day.
This is your golden opportunity to help people and to provide solutions for seniors.
I'm Brittany Moore, Senior Placement Specialist.
I'm Matt Stafford, founder and president of Senior Home Business.
And this is the Senior Placement Institute.
We started the Senior Placement Institute because the need in assisted living is enormous. And we need someone just like you to help provide solutions for seniors.
We provide 42 modules, one-on-one coaching, weekly collaboration, monthly workshops, and we have several hundred students in our community across the country.
It's the most comprehensive senior placement course in the country.
You can expect to make anywhere from $95,000 to $120,000 doing this role part-time, and you can expect anywhere from $250,000 plus doing this full-time.
We've had students make $34,000 in 1 month.
And their access to the course is unlimited.
The Institute has been key at my success. I could not have done it without Matt Stafford and his step-by-step guide you're going to get placements.
We teach you everything from learning how to get a client all the way to invoicing a client and moving a client into a community.
How to generate leads, how to get seniors into your pipeline.
We teach you unique ways to find seniors in your community to ensure they get into the right place. How to follow up and stay in touch with clients to be an advocate and support system for them for life.
It's a one-time fee. You have unlimited access into the course and unlimited coaching. We started in 2019 before anyone else started. We 4X anyone in this industry.
We are here for you as a community and have students all across the nation that are here to support you in your journey starting your senior placement agency.
We have countless students that have gotten paid. You just need to take a risk. You need to take a leap of faith and trust in yourself.
Start your journey with Senior Placement Institute today.
That's the Senior Placement Institute. Again, if you'll know more about what we offer and how we help several hundred students in 35 different states across the country, you can drop down, click a link, schedule a consultation with myself, or watch a podcast and do all the kind of stuff down there. Anyway, click the links. So I want to get into another story. It's another sad story. Again, we're going to get to a really beautiful story coming up here shortly. But the third story is what I call the senior living shutdown. This is a community, Avanti, in Arizona. And I jotted this down because I don't believe this video says this, but I did a little bit of research. It says as of May 28th, okay, so 28th of this year, an administrative law judge affirmed ADHS decision to revoke Avanti's license. Okay, so they took it to the next level to see if they can get their license reinstated, and the judge said no. And unfortunately, for whatever reason, and I'm not trying to shift blame on anyone, but I think it's just sad they waited so long, is that the community waited until November 4th to have an appeal. You know, they appealed the decision, and of course the decision got turned down. And then the seniors were notified that they had to, I believe it was around the 21st, that they had to be, they had to vacate the premises. And I believe up until December 6th, the day of this video, I believe. So around this time, so a very short time. But here's the video. And the reason I'm showing you this is not to throw Avanti under the table or anything like that. It's just as a senior placement agent, I see this quite a bit where seniors move to a community and it's just not all what it's cracked up to be, right? And again, no offense to Avanti. I'm not passing any judgment. But it's just, we have to do our research. And this is where a senior placement agent comes very handy with families. It's not just a Google list. It's not just, you know, someone in your family went to ABC community 10 years ago and it's great. It was great then. It's great now. That's not the case. And as I say all the time on these videos on this channel, all these communities, they're not all the same. So let's roll.
Why were they told last week that their loved ones have to be out by the end of next week? According to court records, an administrative judge denied an appeal by Avanti Senior Living in Peoria that would have allowed them to keep their license and continue operating. That was on November 4th. So attorneys should have known that the facility would have to close its doors next month. But administrators didn't notify residents until November 21st, creating a lot of stress with these senior families. We first reported last night how residents are scrambling to find a new place to live. I'm told about 20 have found new homes so far, with another 20 to 30 still looking. We spoke to an Avanti's administrator today who said their focus is on helping these residents relocate.
It's a total disruption, tremendous anger, very difficult for the residents to even grasp that they're losing their community. Very difficult for families. Some are out of state.
It's sad, isn't it? They have a short period of time. The seniors did not know. Now, I've got my own opinion why they waited so long to do this, and this is my own opinion, but I believe a community that waits that long to notify the residents, give them such a short notice, which ticks me off, I believe it was money driven. I believe from that state, they didn't want the seniors to start moving any earlier than necessary, kind of keep them as long as we can. Maybe there's some false hope that, hey, our license will be reinstated. Have no idea. But they waited until the last moment, the 11th hour, to notify these residents they have to move. And just like the video said, you got some families that their siblings or their family are from out of state. Can you imagine some of the residents that don't have family that are there. I mean, I don't know that to be true, but I know that to be true in my own situation when I help seniors. There's many seniors I've helped go from a skilled nursing facility into a community and no families involved because they're non-existent. They're not there. And so anyway, I just wanted to bring that to your attention. And it just causes me to reflect again, doing my due diligence on each of these communities. And I would encourage each and every one of you out there, whether you're a senior placement agent or not, to do your due diligence for your loved one, and make sure, like, there's probably some people that moved into this community last month, 2 months ago. Guess what? They weren't even licensed. Their license was revoked at that point, right? And if you knew how to do a 3-step qualification process, knew how to look up state reviews, things like that, you would have been notified ahead of time and you would not have moved into that community. That's why it's so important to have a senior placement agent involved. Now, let's get to a fun pulling your heartstrings. I said that 3 times already, but man, this one here just gets me. I love it because it's seniors and they have developed this group. I believe they started in the summer of this year, and they are getting toys for Tots. Now, when I think of seniors, and maybe when you think of seniors too, you think, okay, someone's up in age, they have limited resources, limited ability, people need to help them. I've been encouraging along the way, even on this video, to be involved with seniors and help and assist them in some way possible, right? Well, these seniors took it upon themselves to group together and say, you know what, we're going to help somebody. We're going to give back to our own community. We're going to be involved. And let me show you the video and we'll talk about it.
A community of Tulsa senior citizens decided to give back to their community this holiday season. The Monroe Gives Back program was organized by the residents of the Monroe senior living community. Now, they managed to gather donations of money and unwrapped toys for the program, Toys for Tots. We spoke to a member about why they volunteered.
Just getting together and talking and saying, we don't feel like we do as much volunteerism anymore. And we miss it. And we miss the joy of it.
How sweet is that? The Monroe Gives Back program since it was founded, has led to almost $5,000 in donations of goods and services.
$5,000 they have collected so far. What I like about what that lady said, more than even the money, is that, man, the joy that they're getting back to giving. The holiday season, it's about the birth of Christ. I'm a Christian. I believe that's what it's about. But even if you're not a person of faith, it is about giving. It's about giving to others. And here we have seniors that are coming together to give to others. And just, they can sit back and say, you know what, let everybody give to me. Let everybody help me. But it's something about giving to others. And it just makes me just feel so great that lady and these other individual seniors are coming together to say, you know what, we're going to look beyond our own needs, look beyond what we need and look to others. So I would encourage this holiday season. I know it's only December 6th, but as you're moving in closer to Christmas, think about giving to others, and I know as a kid and even maybe as an adult, sometimes I always thought about, man, what am I getting? What kind of gift am I receiving? And it's not about me. It's about others. And I just love that spirit that just drive these seniors have of giving to others. So I want to encourage you guys today to be involved with seniors. To be involved, whether it be in a small way, like I said, cutting someone's grass, baking someone a meal. So I don't cook, right? You bake goods, you cook meals, or I don't know. But anyway, you bring a meal to someone, or maybe bake some cookies or whatever you may do. But if you want to get involved in this industry professionally and you want to speak to someone, i.e. myself, about how you can get involved in this industry, how not only wonderful it is because you're helping a senior at no cost, no obligation, but how lucrative it is as well. I don't like speaking too much about the money at times. I know I have to because, hey, if I told you in this profession you're going to make minimum wage, no one will want to do it, right? But you're not going to make minimum wage. Just as the video said earlier that I showed you, part-timers in this industry will make between $95,000 and $120,000 a year. Full-timers, it's $250,000 and up. All you got to do is do 5 move-ins consistently every month. But again, if you want know more about that, click the link below, schedule a consultation with myself. I think you can watch a free webinar down below. I don't know why we always say free webinar. The webinars are free. I've never charged anybody for webinars. You can listen to a podcast, whatever you want to do. But hey, until next time, God bless.